Hi everyone, it's me Marty. I haven't made a video for a while, so I thought I'd make a little video. Try to make it short here. I'm going to try to stay under 15 minutes, and it uploads faster, and you don't got to watch it so long. Anyway, it's the middle of June here in Minnesota, and, well, we haven't had snow for about a month. Actually, it should have been longer than that, but yeah, we actually had snow the second week in May, so yeah, it's crazy. But it's been nice now. It actually got really hot, and it's been kind of nice this summer because, it's been getting hot and then it cools off a little bit. And this coming week it's supposed to be 70s for highs and 50s, around 60 at night for lows. So that's good sleeping. So it's kind of nice. So yeah, just enjoying summer. A couple more weeks and the days start getting shorter already. That's crazy. We had a long winter and spring, snow and everything, but enjoying summer now. So just wanted to show you something new I'm making. I wanted to say something too quick. So I don't make any money from these videos. I don't do it for money. I just do it for fun. I'm not real good at it. I just like to make videos. I just like to share my life and things I learn, and I like to watch YouTube videos of woodworkers and just people, inspiring others, and that's what I like to do. So I don't make money from it. I don't have sponsors or I don't get donations or any of that. So if you want to donate to my little woodworking thing, or throw me some tools or something, I'm kidding. No, I don't need anything. I do this for fun, and I don't even do it that much. I don't put a lot into it. I just like to share my life with others. So just want to let y'all know that my YouTube channel is just a fun little hobby thing. So thanks for watching, and I hope it inspires you to follow God in your life and to do your best and just to enjoy what you do in life and share it with others. And so yeah, so y'all know I've done, I don't know what, 25, 30 years or something like that. I've done woodworking and mostly scroll sign, all my small scroll sign stuff, and small woodworking. And last year I started freehand routing signs, making signs, and y'all see my signs and stuff. I've done videos on that. And then this winter I started making cutting boards out of hardwoods and cutting strips and laminating them and making cutting boards and stuff. I'm kind of on hold for making some of that stuff. My scroll saw died. I don't have a scroll saw. My table saw died, so I need a new table saw. I need a planer and some other tools so I can start doing those things again. So I'm hoping to do that later this summer again. I'm gonna get a couple new tools, hopefully in a couple weeks here. But I started making something else again, and it doesn't actually take a lot of tools. And I actually rip some boards down at work after work, and then I use my router to do the other stuff on it. So, you ready to see it? It's kind of cool. I'm excited to do these. I've been wanting to do these for a long time. So this is my new thing I'm making. Besides scroll sign and carving signs and making cutting boards, I do other things here and there, but that's the three main things. Now I have a fourth thing that I make. American flags. Okay. So I'm sure you've seen lots of videos on these, and there's people that do these really, really nice. And there's all kinds of videos, and there's different ways to do these. But this is how I do it, and I'm pretty much going to do it this way. I'm going to change a couple things. I learned a couple things as I made this one. So a couple things. So there's basically three main sizes of American flags like this. I mean, you can make them any size, but you have to keep it proportional. Basically the union, this part here, that's called the union or the star field or whatever, where the stars are, that's supposed to be 2/5 of the flag. That's what I've learned. I've been watching YouTube videos and learning stuff and reading up on them. Something like that. So you got to keep it proportional so it looks good. I've seen some flags, and there's a lot of Americana art out there and different things people do, and you make it a square flag or different shapes. But if you want to make it look like an American flag, there's a certain size you have to do it. Hey, kitty. Wandering into the shop. As long as the chickens don't wander in. Sometimes they do that. Anyway, Marty's rambling, so that's why, yeah. Anyway, you got to keep it proportional. So there's basically like three sizes. I think a small is something like, I have them written down. So watch videos if you want to learn about it, but it's like 13 by 24 or something like that. And then there's this size, consider the medium size. This is 19.5 by 37. And then there's a large size, I don't know, 23 by 48 or something is a bigger size, something like that. And you can do all kinds. And actually, I would take orders from anybody to make big ones. That would be kind of cool. You could actually use like 1x4s and make a really nice big one. But this is the size I'm going to stick with because it's big enough. It's a nice size to hang in a house or outside. And it's a bigger one, so, you know, you could sell them and make some decent money. People sell these for $100, $150. And depending on what's on them and all the extent of, you know, there's different things you can do on them. So, bird just tried to fly in here. Goodness, everybody's coming in. Come on in, join the party. Anyway, so yeah, this is the main size that I'm going to make because it's a nice size and it sells well. Honestly, I already have like 6 of them I'm going to make for gifts. I'm going to make a lot of these for gifts. So they're not super hard. The hardest part is carving the stars. So I'm going to tell you a couple things about these. So basically it's 13 stripes, you know, for the 13 original colonies, and then 50 stars on the star field. And so the top star is red, and then it's red, white, down to red again. A lot of people make these rustic. I mean, there's some really nice ones out there where they're not rustic. They're bright blue, red, and white. Those are nice too. I probably won't do those. I want to keep mine more rustic. So, and this is just a rustic one. So basically, and I got a torch. I'm learning to torch too. It's really neat. So I torched. I burnt or browned the red lines and left the white natural. Okay, and then the union over here, I also torched, and I torched it all dark. Then what I did, I used my router, my rigid palm router with my base plate on it with the handles that I use for carving signs. I routered each star, and that took a while. They're not perfect, and I got to learn to do them a little bit more accurate. I need to get a better bit, get a new profile bit, and so that's what I did. And what I did, I tried it. I'm not going to do it this time again, or I'm not going to do it again, but I bought 1.5, 3/4 inch thick, 1.5 inch furring strips because they're already cut the width. So for this size flag, the stripes are supposed to be 1.5 inches wide. So I bought 3/4 by 1.5 inch furring strips. They're already cut for my first one. Love my coffee. Anyway, so that's what I did, but they're a little bit narrower than 1.5. And they're also rounded on the edges, which that's kind of nice too. And since they were rounded, I rounded all the edges, the ends too. And it worked. But in the future, I'm going to just get pine boards and I'm going to rip them to exactly 1.5. And then put them together tighter. They'll be smoother. I might do some like this again with a rounded edge in between, but that's kind of how I'm going to do that. And then I cut the field, the star field here, the union. I think it's 10.5 by 14 or something like that. 10. Oh, come on. 10 by 14 3/4. About that. It makes it work. And I cut that separate. So this is cut separate. What a lot of people do is they cut all the strips, all the stripes. They cut 13 of them. And then they draw a line here and they tape it off. And then they burn that. And then they put it all together. That's okay, and people do it really nice, and that's another way to do it. I don't like that because then you have gaps. You know, you're carving your stars, and there's gaps, there's lines because they're strips. There's, even if they're tight together, there's still lines, and I don't really want to cut a star over a seam. I don't know. So I'd rather have the star field, the union, as a separate piece. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stripes that are 37 inches long, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are 22 inches long. And then the star field's basically 10 by 14 and 3/4. Could be a little small. I mean, yeah. So, and that worked out good. It fit tight together. That's how I'm going to do them. Keep the unions separate, because I like to carve them. And there's different ways you can do that too. You can use a Dremel with a couple of different bits. I've seen people do that. Most people do it that way. And you just carve each star with a Dremel tool. I do stuff with a router, and I really enjoy routering now that I've learned to do it, carving signs. So that's how I did mine. And I think I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to carve all the stars with my router. So yeah, so this is a rustic version. And I think what I do different is, again, I'm going to rip the strips at 1.5 out of solid boards. I might this kind of bowed a little bit, this pine board. I might use poplar. It's a little bit harder, a little bit smoother, less knots and stuff. I might use that for the union. It's burned anyway. It'll look all good, so I might do that. And that's about it. I mean, I learned a lot, and it turned out nice for my first one. It's not perfect, but it's nice, I think. What do you think? So I'm selling this one. I might sell it. We'll see. Otherwise, I might. If I don't sell it, I might just hang it up in my shop as my first one. So I'm going to make more. There's other ones you can make. Oh, there's tons more you can make. Some of the ones that I'm going to make in the future, I want to kind of do like this. Torch the whole thing like this. I mean, torch the red stripes and the union. And then lightly torch the white. Make it a little more rustic. And then I'm going to get, I think it's navy blue stain, scarlet red stain, and then marshmallow white stain, I think. And then there's a black stain also. So I'm going to do red, white, and blue ones. So I'll do red stain, and then white stain, and then blue stain. And you put it on and you wipe it off, so you still see the wood grain and the torch, the rustic, underneath it. And do that. So I'm going to do a red, white, and blue one like that, kind of rustic. I'm also going to do I guess it's called a subdued one, where the red lines in the union are stained black. Just kind of duller and darker. And what people use that for as a memorial flag. And then they'll put somebody's name on it who was in the military or police or fire or anything like that. And kind of a subdued one, kind of a memorial flag. And another thing they also do, which I'm going to do, this line here, they do that different colors. It's called thin line. So you can do a thin blue line here, and I'm sure you've seen that. That's to, in honor of a policeman who, died in the line of duty. A red line, thin red line will be for fire. I think gold, is for dispatchers. Yellow is for tow truck drivers. There's different colors for different things. I think is white EMS maybe. I'm not sure. I have to look up all those colors and stuff. But I'm going to be doing those. So I'm going to do the thin line series, and the subdued ones. I'm going to do some red, white, and blue rustic ones. I'm going to do some. It'd be called a Betsy Ross flag because it'd be the 13 stars in a circle here. I'm going to do one that says 1776. I'm going to do one that says the Don't Tread on Me with the snake thing. And I might do a whole flag like that and do it like stained yellow with the Don't Tread on Me. That might be a neat flag. I'm going to do a reverse one, which I just seen this. So the flag is reversed. So the union's over here and the stripes are that way. And I guess what it's called is like the advancing flag. So like it's moving into battle. And I guess the military, a lot of their flags on their uniforms are opposite to make it look like when they're moving, the flag's flowing backwards. I guess it could be flowing backwards this way too, depending on which way you're walking. Anyway, that's another one I want to try. And then I also want to do one where I'm going to carve with my router the Pledge of Allegiance on the white lines. And I can also do, veterans and people who are in the military and police and fire and put their names I could do one like this and put a big name here, like Leon, a family name. You know, I could carve anything. I could put anything on it. So I'll be taking custom orders to do that and stuff. Yeah. So what else? And then what I do, I'm sealing these so that they can be indoors or outdoors. I don't know what people use them for. So I have a Minwax Helmsman Spar urethane spray that I put on. I put like 4 or 5 coats on, like I do all my carved signs. I'm going to do that on the flags too. So, yeah, so there's some different ones I'm going to be making. I'm making some for gifts coming up for Christmas. And I'll be making these to sell. And so, yeah, I just want to show you this. Nothing fancy. This is my first one. I have a lot to learn to try to do the stars more accurate. I ordered a template to do the stars. And yeah, I'm going to get better at this. And it's kind of a fun new thing. And, I'm patriotic. I love my country and just want to make these. It's kind of a neat thing and it looks neat in wood. So there's a lot of videos out there on people making these, and much better than mine, and really neat how-to videos. Mine's not a how-to video, I just want to show you what I'm making. So anyway, yeah, I think that's about it. Yesterday was Flag Day, so finished this last week. So yeah, kind of neat. I had the idea to make it, and I thought, I'm going to try it. I don't know how it'll work out, but my first one actually is pretty nice. Again, I'm going to get better at it. And I have a lot of ideas to do different ones, do custom orders and stuff. And excuse me, I got a bad cold in person. And it's Father's Day. I'm not even seeing my kids today. They're all, my son's in the Navy, and my 2 daughters. I could actually see them. I really don't feel good today, and I'm sick, and I don't want to spread it. So I'm not really seeing my kids on Father's Day, but that's okay. I'm a very happy and proud father. I love them, and yeah. So happy Father's Day, and yeah, try to make a flag. It's kind of neat. Be careful with the torch. Another way you can do the stars is you can paint them on. I might do that. I have a request to make a small flag, and I don't know if I want to try to carve the stars because it'd be pretty small. I might paint those on that. That looks nice too. You just put a template on and then spray white paint. But the carved looks nice too, and I'm going to keep doing it carved like this. There's people who have CNC routers and, lasers and X-carves, all that stuff. Those are really nice or neat, and they're perfectly cut them, and they're really nice size and shape and everything. But and those are good too. But I'm going to keep doing it like this. Each star, they're pretty good, but it makes the flag unique, and everyone's a little different. So, I think that's about it. Upcoming videos, I'll be doing more flags when I get a new table. So I'm going to do more cutting boards, and be doing signs, and yeah, making other things. And so enjoying my new shop here. It's small, but I like it, and get out here for a couple hours a week usually, and I want to use it to make gifts and make a few things to sell, and teach kids to do woodworking too, and to teach others to just share this fun hobby with others. So anyway, thanks for watching. Did I stay under 15 minutes? Ooh, well, I stayed under 19 minutes. Anyway, happy Father's Day. Have a great day.